AFL today, a revitalised North Melbourne takes on Richmond under lights at the MCG. The Roos have had quite an extraordinary turnaround. Beaten to a pulp in the Foster's Cup, Dennis Pagan returned to Arden Street and immediately tasted success. North is currently third on the ladder with 3 wins from 4 outings. But for their opponents tonight in Richmond, it's a very different story. After showing great promise in the Foster's Cup, they've managed only 1 win for the season. Coming off a bye, they'll be desperate to notch their second. It's the Tigers and the Roos on AFL today.
Yes, good evening everyone and welcome to the start of round 5 in this the 1993 AFL season, and what a big round it's going to be. All the football action coming away on 7 over the next 3 days, so I certainly hope you can stay with us. We kick off with Richmond and North Melbourne. North were forced to make one change for this game tonight. Darren Crocker did not take his place in the lineup and he was replaced by a youngster by the name of Adrian McAdam, brother of Gilbert McAdam, and he had quite a debut. First up, let's go to the action and see highlights of the first quarter.
The Schwass almost caught. Good evasive skills by Schwass, but he's lost it. Tony Free charges through. It's shuffled out. Still Schwass. The kick to the half-forward line. There he is again, Carey. Carey gets it to Stevens. Stevens on the left foot. Fires it a goal! Right through the middle to North Melbourne for a goal.
A quick kick from came from Laidley up towards centre wing. Carey again cutting them to pieces down there. Over to Anderson. A long kick, one-on-one duel. Longmire, little push and a great mark.
Great kick.
Well, on that occasion, it was the right-hand ball from Carey to set it up there. Allison running past. And the kick to Longmire was sufficiently long enough for Howard to be out of position, and then Longmire unselfishly feeds the ball off.
I bet you Dennis Pagan has instructed players from the boundary line to centre the ball.
Tony Rock's been in the thick of things as well. This will be his 4th kick. Kicks at goal and puts it through.
Hand pass to Knights. Danger here for North. A nice hand pass. Campbell centres the ball. Hogg versus Martin. And across the front. Here's a chance for Nash. A snap. And Chris Nash has put it through the middle.
Anderson. Kick is smothered. Rock. Quick hand pass. Archer grab. We're not in position. Not paid by the umpire. Gee, well, we all saw it up here. Blakey. A quick kick. Roberts. Marks.
Roberts has come up the ground because Lyshenko's gone off.
So Mark Roberts. No umpire doesn't move for that one. It's through. Schwass out of the pack. Knights crunches his way through, opens it up for Free, who kicks to half-forward. Hogg, the big leap and a big mark! Well, sort of reminiscent of one that Michael Roach took here against Hawthorn, I think it was. A real good chest mark. He plays on, and that will be an easy goal. Kicked by Herneman.
Again, the kick was by Schwass to the half-forward line. It's a loose ball. Oh, well rode, Jose Ramiro. On to Stevens. Stevens to Longmire. Free kick down the ground. Mark anyway.
50.
Beautiful play in the packs there by North.
Longmire looking for it.
Yes, you don't concede those whilst. I mean, Longmire still has to take the mark. You can't afford to infringe. That's the second time. The first one was on McAdam, a goal results. Now, this certainly, he would have marked anyway, but he may have dropped it. That's the thing. You can't afford to assume. So they've done the wrong thing there. It's undisciplined play by Richmond.
A beautiful kick by Stevens. Now, Longmire, very accurate kick from close in kicks. I think he's goaled all right. Yes.
Yes, Longmire and Carey at one end, Jeff Hogg at the other. Richmond had their chances in the first quarter. It probably should have been 7-4 and not 4-7, but it was 4-7-31 for the Roos, 7-2-44. The action really started to heat up in the second quarter.
13 points the difference as we begin the second quarter at the MCG. Crowd still on the build. You wouldn't be surprised to see 35 to 40,000 here. Rock. Little give over to Laidley. Lambert, well, by his standards, I guess fairly quiet in the first term. And the ball beating Anthony Rock over the boundary line on the outer side. And Lambert, well, 6 possessions, but
being tagged by Blakey, Pete. No easy job for Lambert. Blakey, terrific runner.
He doesn't give you too much ground at all. Boundary throw in. Gee, that was nearly one of those crow throws, wasn't it? Comes back to Nash. Used to be in the 60s called the flick pass, invented by Teddy Whitten. So kick away there by Scholl, up towards midfield. No mark taken. There might be a free kick, and it will be going Richmond's way to be taken by Bullis. Paul Bullis, the South Australian Eagles. A little bit happening off the ball. Points the difference early in the second term. Shot again. The ball spilled to the turf. Queen
Played on.
well, the umpire said play on, and he had to. Back towards midfield. Roberts has the ball kicked out of his hand. Waitman looking for the free kick. Kick away by John Blakey, who we spoke of just a few moments ago. Bigashenko gets the front position. Back to Ramiro. Kick from a standing start up towards McAdam, and McAdam doesn't let him down. He's had 2 kicks so far for a goal and a behind.
Well, that's twice, Ross, that Ramiro has done the perfect roving.
Yes, and that's where, I mean, they talk about the fall of the ball, and that's exactly what they're talking about. Getting in front, there you are, the ball comes to the front of the pack, and Todd Menegola got caught out, thought the ball was going to go long. He went down toward goal, and McAdam, watching the footy, takes the mark.
Adrian McAdam, can he keep his record clean? Score with each kick so far. This is his 3rd kick. Will it be his 2nd goal? It is. So 3 kicks for 2 goals and a behind. You can't do much better than that. 4-7 to 8-2.
Yes, and the message, I think, when he came off early in the first quarter, this is McAdam I'm talking about. Obviously, Dennis Pagan had a quick word to him. Must have been wanting him to play more towards the goal square, which he's now starting from. But here we just see Menegola just at the edge of the screen there, going back, expecting the ball to go longer. Caught out of play.
Handy goal, that one to North to start the second quarter. There's Knights going to go around. Bond was there for Richmond, but he was attacked by about 3 North Melbourne players. I must hark back to that excellent play by Ramiro. As Ross said, twice he has just stood at the front of the pack waiting for it, and that's what Rovers should do. Look at this pack around that centre bounce. It's Bigashenko hooking it down. Lambert a quick hand pass, but it's North Melbourne through Allison. Allison the long bomb in towards full forward. McAdam at the back. Thumped the ground. Taken by Lees. He read that well on the left foot. He kicks it out wide. And 2 wide of Maxfield. Haven't seen a lot of Maxfield so far in this game.
No, he's tried to affect a few Shepherds, but he's been kept in check.
So a throw in front of that now very crowded southern stand. Certainly the bottom 2 decks and most of the top deck. Free kick to North.
Push, Pete.
Carey wants to take it. Shenko, I think, might take it. No, it's going to be Carey. They weren't too sure. Root captain. Oh, what a kick! It's there! Sensational kick. So Carey gets his 2nd. He's kicked 2-1, and North bolt away to 9-2. Richmond 4-7.
Well, if you know you can kick a goal from that distance there, he's kicking from nearly 60 metres, and it cleared the pack over the line by 5. It's a great kick from Carey. Didn't worry about the lead from Longmire, went long, backed himself, did well.
So here comes North again, a handball to Ramiro. They've got the loose man. Anthony Rock breaks the tackle. Another hand pass. Stevens over the top cleverly. As the kick from Larkin. Matthew Larkin. Oh! Fly! I think it's a mark. Oh, look at that by Longmire. North Melbourne starting this term in sensational fashion.
Yes, and it's the preparedness of the fellows midfield of North Melbourne at the moment who are running forward in numbers that give the fellow with the footy the opportunity to give it off. Therefore, you've got chance to get the ball forward. I thought the kick from Larkin might have gone through.
John Longmire. Oh, he's hooked it. Has he kicked it? Yes, he's 3rd.
I thought he might have been brought further around after he took that mark. 10-2 to 4-7. It was a sensational grab. He landed pretty heavily after hitting the goalpost. Watch this again.
Yes, it's a good bit of work by the midfielders. They all had an option, even though Stevens fumbled. Larkin's kick nearly went through, but so important that for North Melbourne, Carey and Longmire fire, and boy, they're both doing that at the moment.
Ooh, what a mark. And he got up. Centre, North on fire. Stevens can't get clear. Archer taps it out. Herneman can't get clear. He's going to get a free kick for in the back, though. Herneman inside the centre square. Number 7 in the November draft of 1992 from South Fremantle. It's up towards half forward. Lambert. Blakey, his shadow, right there with him. He'll be looking for Hogg. Punch away by Martin. Good defence. Straight to the boundary line. Throw in the right forward pocket. 20 minutes left in the second quarter. North need a couple of goals to answer those kicked by Richmond early in this term. Smith. Quick hand pass. Roos doing well out of defence. Archer underneath it. Couldn't take the mark. Ashenko taps it to McQueen. On to Bond. Bond from right half forward. The high kick only travels about 35 metres. Lambert and Waitman. Waitman feeds it out to Naish onto his left foot. This will go pretty close, and only one behind. Kicked by Chris Naish. So he has 1 goal, 2 to his tally.
Should have been a handball, Pete, over to Maxfield. He was clear as 5 metres. Handball should have come through. Archer coming off. He just copped a quick whack before. Pyman coming on. I don't think he was taken off for that. It's timely anyway.
Ross Smith to bring the ball back into play. 19.5 minutes left in the term.
Ashenko versus Gale. Gale very strong overhead. The ball hits the deck. Socket off the ground. Here's Jackson looking for Herneman. Herneman taps it on cleverly, looking for Naish. Socket off the ground. Was it on the full? No. And that was by Ellison. So it'll be a throw-in. 50-metre line. Richmond's end of the ground. Gee, they need to get a move on. North have started this quarter very, very well. There's Fairley doing the ruck work to Ross Smith to centre wing. Ashenko pushing the back. Umpire called. Well, umpire played the advantage then. That was interesting.
Fair, yeah.
Maxfield, McQueen, centre of the ground. Ducking the head was Bullis. Taps it on. Here's Gale. Now Bond. Bond chips it in, an ordinary kick, and he's kicked it straight to Ross Smith at half-back. Now Smith can transfer play here. He's got loose men everywhere. Here's Laidley. He can go to Roberts if he wants to. He chips it to Mark Roberts. Running players for North Melbourne everywhere, and we're talking about running. Look at Mark Roberts go as he bombs it in. An ordinary kick, though, towards half-forward. Racing after it for Richmond on that occasion was Howard. Further field is free. Free to the centre of the ground. The pack develops. Fairly in front, but he's beaten for it by Turner.
He started on the bench.
Anthony Rock caught one in the Shepherd. He came through the Shepherd. Roberts caught one high.
Umpire let it go. He had a good look at it.
Good mark.
Yeah, terrific mark under pressure. See a lot of players drop those. They just spill out, but you've got to hold them as full forwards. You get very few opportunities. When they come, you've got to grab them.
Hoggers kicked 1-3. Vital one for Richmond. And hit the post.
Second time, Pete.
So 1-4, including, as you said, Ross, 2 posters. Not on the Tigers side at the moment. 4-9 plays 10-2, 17.5 minutes left in the half. Well, I mentioned earlier that those misses they had early in the first quarter could prove costly. They proved to be the case. Ross Smith kicks in to the outer side. Played the mark, has he?
Yeah, no, to Ashenko free kick. Turner was supposedly holding on. That's what the free kick was for.
Ashenko from the edge of the square. Bullis at the back.
Same thing.
Advantage paid. Free. 1-on-2 in favour of Richmond, but it's going to be a North Melbourne mark. So right on centre wing. Bit too much distance with the kick. That was all Richmond down there.
Gale's down there as double banker, getting in front of Carey and Longmire.
But Carey
came out this way, yes,
flank,
that was
and he
the better
didn't kick
option.
it to it.
That's right.
It was his kick to centre wing. Roberts underneath it. Knights. Scholl. Stevens. Schwartz from the Morris medal winner. Awkward looking kick. In fact, a bad kick. McAdam gives away the hand pass. Pyman 25 metres out directly in front. And has popped it through for another one. Well, North bolting away, 11-2 to 4-9.
There's some North plaudits and the players coming to Blakey across half-back and wing there. Pyman on the Eagles finishing off well. Here we see Blakey straight at the footy. And the ball spills free in the setup coming from Stevens. Well done.
Well, 68-33, North Melbourne careering away. Unselfish play by McAdam. He could have kicked it himself. That was Ramiro to the half-forward line. Oh, good mark by Rock. A beautiful mark by Anthony Rock. Use of the body, strength. Now he's going to move this ball on quickly. The leader's on by McAdam. He's kicked it straight into the man. That wasn't good play. Taken by Lambert. Lambert a sweeping hand pass out wide to Nash. Nash over the top. Matthew Knights. Dummies the hand pass, a beautiful long kick down towards Hogg. Hogg versus Martin. Martin worrying about the man, but that allows his teammate Fairley to chip it across. That was good play by Martin in the end, because it allowed Fairley to have an easy kick and gives it to Langley. On the Rock, centre of the ground. Now what's happened here? The umpire's paid a 50-metre penalty. Will bring him right down to half forward, Dean Langley. Halfway between centre wing and half forward flank. So danger here again for Richmond. The leader's on by Longmire. The kick, he's got 2 or 3 to beat, and you can't do that. Is that a free kick to Longmire? No. The kick taken by Howard, and he boots it out wide, and he has found Chris Nash.
It's Nash along the boundary line on the outer side. Tigers breaking down at half forward, and they are again. Ross Smith this time taking the mark at right half back.
Lees and Larkin having out in the centre now. Scholl.
Carey and Hout, and at the back McQueen. It's going to be, it's a play on call.
He played on.
Allison kicks to half forward. McAdam. Ball socket off the ground. It'll be just about out of bounds. In fact, it's taken out of bounds.
Well, Bullis foolishly played on, didn't he?
They're back at it again, Lees and Larkin. Want to be careful.
That's what the crowd's roaring about. And the emergency umpire now coming out and a couple of trainers to try to separate them. Gale, not a clean possession, finally taps it out. Larkin, has he given away the free kick?
Well, Matthew Larkin's better value for North Melbourne when he plays the footy. And so would Brian Leesby too. He's a good attacking half-back.
Tony Free takes the free. Oh, good long kick. Lands it round about midfield. Fairly chips in front of Wakeman to take the mark. The veterans in the North Melbourne side now. Half forward. Oh, great grab, Ramiro. He's paid that.
He paid the effort, Pete.
Well, I thought he held it long enough.
He only really lost it when he went to ground, didn't he?
The only Chilean-born player in the AFL.
Oh, this is danger for Richmond here.
Longmire asking
kick.
for it.
Yeah.
To Longmire, is it?
It must have been against Bullis for interfering with...
It's Carey.
Yeah. Bullis, I think, was having a bit of a niggle with Carey, and the umpire saw that.
And the temper's becoming a little bit frayed out there. And Wayne Carey, who's kicked 2 goals, 1 so far, a chance to put North Melbourne even further ahead. Point blank range. Skipper shouldn't miss this, and he doesn't.
The North broke away early in that second quarter. It went goal for goal. But the interesting thing in that North scoreline is that the Roos started the night by kicking 2 behinds. They then, as you can see, kicked 15 goals straight, 15 without a miss before their third behind. 15-3-93 North Melbourne. Richmond 8-12-60 at half-time. So the margin was 33 points, which in today's football is certainly not a lot. Let's now go back to the MCG. Very good crowd in attendance and a wonderful night for football. Some 16.5 minutes remaining. The Tigers have closed the gap with goals from former skipper Dale Waitman and Smith.
As we see Ross Smith to the half-back line of Schenko and Martin and Campbell in the centre of that pack has taken the mark. Gee, Richmond looking better now. Campbell to the pocket, an ordinary kick. Oh, Gale picked that up beautifully. Well done by the big fella. Gale around the corner, waiting underneath it though is Jose Ramiro to take the safe mark.
Ramiro, left back pocket. Moving the hands like a traffic policeman. Turner in front. Can't complete the mark. Lambert. Richmond running players now getting into the play much more. Bond had a hand in that. Now it comes back to Lambert. Hogg. Gee, how did he get that? The umpire said the mark is okay.
Strength.
Yeah, good use of the body.
4 goals for against the name of Jeff Hogg.
And here just see Archer just not able to get close enough to the contest, and Hogg just too strong.
And the difference at half-time was 33 points. Richmond making quick inroads into that. Distance again shouldn't give him any problems, but accuracy, oh gee, again 4 goals 5. He's kicked the captain. The goal there would have brought the stand out, I think. 10-14 to 15-3, 74 to 93, but nothing in this match now as Ross Smith prepares to bring the ball back into play. Martin makes the lead for him across half-back. Fairley gives him backup support. Jackson's there. No mark taken. Herneman, a quick hand pass, wasn't particularly good. Ball still there to be won. Bigashenko nearly trips up, but finally farms out a hand pass, and that's good onto Allison.
Allison to half forward, a beautiful kick. And poor old Johnny Howard had no chance of stopping that pass to Keary, Ross.
At all. Once Allison breaks free like that, good work by Shenko there, just chased the footy, didn't panic once he got it in his hands, and the handball came out nicely, set up Allison.
Well, Wayne Keary has kicked 3, including one drop punt that must have travelled about 60 metres. It was a magnificent kick early in the game. Now we see Wayne Keary from 45 has missed to the right. And the Richmond supporters very vocal. They're happy to see that. The North champ has kicked 3, and early in he took 5 marks very early in the first quarter. McQueen to the half-back line. Turner in front, no mark, hand pass from Pyman on to Swass. Swass straightens up from 45 metres, swings it back, Wayne Swass, for a beautiful goal. So Swass has kicked his first, and that steadies North, but look at the kicking, 16-4 to 10-14.
Yes, that's quality stuff, and Wayne Swass there with a contest coming from Carey. The kick out, did the right thing, was behind. Turner nearly took the mark, and then again the roving of Pyman. We're talking about people being in front of the pack like Ramiro was earlier on. Pyman the same thing there, fed off to Swass, and a goal.
Wayne Swass, the 1987 Morris medalist, becoming the 9th North Melbourne player tonight to score a goal. Blakey knocks the ball forward, but that's as far as North Melbourne are going. Richmond through Bond. Up towards left centre wing. Smith up high. Tried to fist it away. Knights is in the row. The Flea. Waitman kicks to half forward. 1-on-1 over the head of Frew. Swass again. All fumbles this time, but there's a free kick.
Going back to Scholl, bit over the shoulder.
So Craig Scholl from Horsham. The club's best and fairest a couple of seasons back. Oh, Lee's waiting at the back said, how did this come my way? Tackled by Ramiro as Lady had his kick in. Ball goes across the ground. Jackson and Martin. Other fun bouncing off each other. Martin showing speed. Quick left footer. Bullis gets cannoned into by Rock. Stands his ground well. Popped a nasty one on the nose late in the first half. Seems to be okay now. Campbell. Oh gee, I thought he had second touch on that.
Oh, I thought Laidley got first touch.
That's what I thought.
Umpire didn't. Doesn't matter what we think, I guess, does it really?
No.
Is that 50 metres? Crowd certainly yelling for it. Lees. A free it was. Up towards Gale. And Gale is marked.
He's good overhead.
He's looked at his rating. Well, he should be that height. He's got to be able to make use of that height. He's a bit taller than Fairley. He's a fair backman.
And from the Burnie Hawks back in 1987. Number 27 in the national draft.
And a brother of Michael, the Fitzroy player, and his father was a great player in Tasmania, an all-Australian player, actually.
Now, who's got the longest hair? That's all. His brother or Brendan?
Or Bullis.
Or Bullis, that's right. White one if he can kick this. It's going to go pretty close, but just drifting away. And one behind. So Brendan Darrell's first score of the night. Minor one, 10-15, 25 points the difference there. So the Tigers have picked up a little bit. Ross Smith to bring the ball back, again favouring the member stand side. Contest, none can bring it down. Shenko on Knights, might be the free kick, it is. Knights to take it, he was grabbed and not in possession.
Having a good quarter, Knights, but he's knocked that one up. As it's knocked on by Stevens towards centre wing. Tapped away by Bond, and Richmond have... Yeah, they're calling for a free kick, the supporters, and the umpire found it, holding the man. On to Maxfield from Bond. To the half-forward line. Gale, oh, brilliant mark, not paid. Oh, boy, that was worth a mark. play on, the umpire's call is in. Oh, there's a North Melbourne player hanging onto it under that pack, and well,
I think the umpire thought there was a second touch. What's this?
One.
There's Buckley,
Two,
second.
3, 4. Mark. There might have been one little touch in between, but you'd pay that, wouldn't you? Really, that deserved it. But we'll go on with the game as we see Waitman in towards half forward, and the mark has been taken down there at half forward, and that is by Craig Smith. And there's a bit of feeling out there, Ross.
Oh, yes. Well, Richmond know after their loss, Pete, and then the bye, their loss to the Eagles, now the bye they had last week. Very important game, but they've got to stay in this contest for the year.
This is an important kick. He's going for his second goal now. He better watch it, Archer. If he hangs onto that jumper, the umpire might just flick it down there and give a free kick. But Craig Smith, it's starting to swing back. It's swinging. Is it a goal? No. Just started to come back, but a little bit too late.
1-1. Smith has kicked 24 points the difference, so 4 goals. 10 minutes left in the third term. Ross Smith was kicked in beautifully all night. Over the head of Fairley. Thump away by Turner. If they get another goal here, it'll be interesting. Richmond. Stevens takes the hand pass on centre wing for North Melbourne. And Roberts just about to pick the ball up. There is a whistle.
Yeah, free kick to Stevens after he got rid of the footy, Pete. Herneman pushed him over.
Anthony Stevens. A nice goal in the first quarter. Over to Rock. Nice tackle a little bit too late. No mark taken down there. Longmire was the flyer. Now comes up with a beautiful tackle.
Too high, over the shoulder, Pete.
And Lambert to take it. Just about buried him. Seen more from Lambert this quarter. Over to Bond. The North Hobart Carlton player. Oh, Gale again. Gee, his aerial work in this third term has been beautiful. And he'll probably have something to say to the umpire after he paid him that mark. Plenty of feeling there. Scholl. A double-fisted punch away. Oh, that's too high. Oh, is it not? From Stevens.
So he put his head down after he knew he was going to be in trouble. He put his head down, so you put yourself under pressure.
Let's have a look.
Tony Free gets taken there. On there. Oh, a bit off. The two Richmond players collided off the ball. That allows Schwass in. Clean possession to him. Kicks up towards half forward. McAdam was the target. Couldn't take the grab. Been very productive. Throw just about comes out of the pack to Johnny Howard. Kick to centre wing. Punch away by Scholl. Picked up by Free. Kick down towards left half forward. Martin tries to fist the ball towards the boundary line. Didn't succeed in doing that. Smith takes it from Jackson. Now a chance for Richmond. Naish. Stevens right on his hammer. Did he give away a free kick? Fans certainly looking for it. The umpire not interested. Waitman. It's cannoned into. And we'll get a free kick for in the back. The old warhorse himself.
Well, if anyone was going to get a free kick out of those 3 or 4, it was going to be Dale Waitman.
And the crowd were all set to hoop the umpire, and then they cheered in the end.
See this again. There goes Nace. Possible free kick. Possible one at Scholl. And then Waitman over the line.
1-2. So the Flea, who's kicked 1-2 so far. Going to add to that tally with that kick. And Ramiro will be content really to rush it through. Oh, gee, he might regret that decision. Was that holding the ball? The crowd was certainly looking for it. Looking for it. Knights underneath the kick. Can't take the mark. Scholl. Herneman. Scholl over the top of him. Belts the ball towards the boundary line.
Well played by Schwass. Terrific stuff.
Going to be a boundary throw.
Great play by Schwass. He fought that one right out, but dangerous play at the other end by Jose Ramiro. Look at the handballs. Richmond, they had plenty of the ball. They're trying to get something going. 27-10. There's a quick kick by Pyman to the half-forward line. Diving attempt by Keary. Taken away by Howard. Howard to Knights. Knights traps it beautifully. He is a class player, Matthew Knights, as he gets it across to Turner, who's caught. On to Free, best man on the ground in this quarter. Looking for Hogg. Hogg and Archer. Is that a free kick or a mark? It's a free kick. He's paid holding the man to Jeff Hogg.
Well, he took the mark anyway, Pete, I think, in the end.
I think he did, Ross.
Not sure if the ball hit the ground, but it looked as if he controlled it enough.
Yeah, but he paid actually paid the free. If
Here we go.
Let's see if he held it.
Look at this.
Bang.
Yeah.
Well, he did mark it. Yes, he marked it, but he signalled the free. But
great play by Knights.
what's it matter? He's got the kick from 40 metres. Directly in front. Jeff Hogg for goal number 5. They need it. It floats. It's another one to the Tigers. They're back in it.
Five for Jeff Hogg, 6.5 minutes left in the third term. 82 plays 100, and Richmond fans finding voice. Schross had it and then lost it. Smith, lovely hand pass. Maxfield, who's lifted in the third quarter, he'll be looking for Hogg. 2-on-1 down there. Jackson couldn't take the mark, directly in front, and a golden opportunity missed as the ball rolls through for a behind.
That's a goal given away, isn't it, Ross?
Yes, that's where you've got to make sure you get limited possessions. If they come out of the centre like that, they work so hard and give it back.
Smith, Gale and Fairley. At the back is Knight. Tried to get the ball out to Herneman. And succeeded in doing that, but he couldn't go anywhere. And it's all tied up just off the edge of the square.
Peters, 28 scoring shots, Richmond to North Melbourne 20.
North's accuracy when they kick 15 straight kept them in touch. 5-0 out of the centre this term. Waitman, that's a beautifully delivered kick to Naish.
They're right back in this, Richmond.
Well, their attitude after half-time has been absolutely exemplary, hasn't it? They've made the ball their objective, and they've taken it right up to North. And Flea never wastes a kick.
There's a well-weighted kick. Beautifully done. Ashenko off, Buckley on for North.
So number 6, Chris Naish. Kicks at goal. Post. Shaved the post on the way through. And that's about their third from memory tonight. And I think Hoggy's got a couple. So Naish has kicked 1 goal, 3. 1 goal, 3. Alexishenko having a well-earned rest on the bench. Still pretty warm. Ross Smith will bring the ball back into play. This last quarter could be a thriller.
Well, Ross Smith to the half-back line. Richmond getting right on top at the moment. There's Brendan Gale punching it down. Lambert shuffles it out. Gale again. A nice hand pass. Smith. The lead is on. Free kick. Yes.
Yep. Holding
the man. Oh, they've got to really. Dennis Pagan has got to take young Archer off Hogg and get the normal Michael Martin back there. He's just got to do it because really he's not a normal fullback, and Hogg's playing in front. He's giving away too many frees, Ross.
Yeah, agreed, Pete.
And that's no
criticism. There's got to be a reason for Pagan doing it, but I think the reason now...
It could cost them the game if it keeps going like this. Jeff Hogg, a difficult kick. He brings it in. Oh, I think he's dobbed it. Goal number 6. Well, who would have thought this would happen? 10 points the margin. There's young Glenn Archer having a drink, but Jeff Hogg setting the way. He's kicked 6.
Just shows you, Pete, you're never far out of it. Just persist and keep going. Definite free kick there to Hogg. Archer holding on the left arm. They're trying to score the right. It's great footy. It's terrific to see Richmond coming back. Good quality stuff.
Only 10 points in it. 3 out of the centre. He's been a great player this quarter. Herneman couldn't take a clean possession. Waitman. Laidley making sure he's not going anywhere. And the Fleet will be last to get up. 5 years as captain of the side. Knows every trick in the book. 3 minutes 48 left in the third term. 10 points the difference. And the umpire goes down. Free and all that.
He saw the free though. That was good umpiring.
Yeah,
I thought he might have missed it.
He did, no, he did well.
He was known as the refrigerator, Mark Roberts. They call him the Esky now, I think. On centre wing as Lees. No options to him, goes straight to the boundary line. And in fact, just gets there. Stevens was just about to collect it. Didn't have too much weight on it. So it will be thrown in on centre wing. Turner. Ramiro. Turns on a threepenny bit. Gets it back inside 50. Carey. McAdam, can he get another goal? 15 metres out, goes at it, and gets it. So Adrian McAdam, in his debut game, has kicked 6? 5.
5, Pete.
5 goals. 5 goals to Adrian McAdam, 5 and 1 miss, which was his first kick.
And good work here by Carey. Just summed it up nicely, ran back with the fly of the footy, then realised McAdam was free, unselfishly over the top. Well done. Opportunist play, take the most of it.
Well, they needed that one, North. 16 points they lead by. We've got just under 3 minutes of play left in this third term. There's Brian Lees. Richmond would want to get the next goal, I would think. They wouldn't want to go in 4 goals down at three-quarter time, Ross.
No, it'll make it tough. I mean, they've exerted themselves fantastically in this quarter.
Yes.
Lifted their rating. Their quality of footy's been much better. Their disposal, it just shows on the scoreboard.
I think they've had a real rev up from Johnny Northey at half-time, the way they've come out. Here's Knights, has had a great quarter. He and Tony Free. Now, Waitman waits down. That was good roving. The ball hits the deck. There's Gale. Over to Waitman. Beautiful hand pass to Lees. Now Lambert, where's the lead? Hogg on the lead. No, he hooks it back to the pocket. Or is that a push in the back? No. Still a chance down there for Hogg. Still in play. Hogg off the ground. He's kicked to behind. I think that's his 6th. He's kicked 6-6.
6-6, Pete, yeah.
Tough call on Ross Smith there, though, Pete. He should have marked. He went to spoil. He was clear. Experienced player like that should have taken the mark and steadied things up.
Martin makes a lead for Ross Smith. He goes to the member stand side. Pump down. Martin. We'll get a free kick.
Yeah, push.
Going to Roberts. Just to make a liar of us. Martin did get a push in the back, just the same. So North won't really worry too much about that. Scooped out by Buckley. Shepherd by Turner. Off the ground, Lees. Bond. Lambert. Lambert just off the edge of the square. Well-weighted kick. Tried to find Waitman. Smith got a couple of hands to it. North Melbourne defence under plenty of pressure in the third term. Jackson spins out. He'll be keen to make amends for dropping a mark in the goal square earlier in the quarter. Kick doesn't bounce too kindly for Nash. Now it does. Ducks back, grab. Was he in possession? Is it a free kick? Crowd certainly calling for it. The umpire says play on. Buckley and Free. And then Buckley getting the front position. Finally gets it out to Wayne Schwass.
Wayne Schwass, oh, beautiful kick to Carey. Magnificent kick. That long too. Now, Carey might play on here. He was legged. Now off he goes. Oh, class play by Carey. He races into an open goal, Wayne Carey. Oh, that deserved the goal, but he's hit the post. And that was absolute class.
He led back away from Schwass, knowing what Schwass's capabilities with his distance and his kicking, Pete. His kick from Schwass was like Maxfield's driving kicks at time, and it was very well done.
Queen kicks in. Under 30 seconds remaining in the term. What a quarter of football this has been. Rock, can North get a goal right on the siren? Goal sneak, McAdam goes at it and misses. So 5 goals to his tally. He's certainly been worth his place at the side, just in the forward pocket alone. 17 points the difference. 11 seconds left in the term, so probably no more scoring. There's Mark McQueen from North Hobart originally. Was redrafted in March of '92. And kicked the ball back. Sets it up for a fantastic last quarter wave. Punch away from the pack. Here it is again, McAdam. Adrian McAdam from South Alice Springs. Goes at goal, and he has threaded it right on the siren. Right on the siren. Now he's got 6.
What a quarter of football at the MCG was the third. The Tigers getting to within 10 points before a couple of late goals see the three-quarter time scoreline showing North 18-6. Excellent kicking for goal, 114, leading now by 23 points. Richmond 12-19, 91. Now Gilbert McAdam, if you're at home watching your brother, you'd be very proud of him, Adrian. His first 5 kicks in his first AFL game resulted in 4 goals won, and to three-quarter time he'd booted 6. The question was at three-quarter time, could the Tigers maintain their charge and fight back to take the lead? Let's find out now as we go to the final quarter.
Final quarter from the MCG, 23 points in favour of the home side. Richmond, 114 plays 91 in favour of North Melbourne. Turner and Dashenko go at it. And looking for the free kick and probably getting it will be Jose Ramil. Too far out to score. Inside the centre square. McAdam in front. Couldn't take the mark. Lambert. He was the target for John Northey's ire at three-quarter time. or one of them anyway. Ishenko gets a better bounce than Turner. Well shepherded, long hand pass, too long for Pyman. Shepherded by Roberts, who finally goes in and picks up the football himself. A rebound goes Allison's way, but it's out of bounds just on 50. So boundary throw in, 52 metres out from goal. In the early stages of the final quarter, no addition to the three-quarter time total, still 23 points the difference.
Half forward for North Melbourne. Vital that Richmond score the first goal of this quarter. But as I said, at the beginning of the quarter, you just wonder how much it took out of Richmond mounting that great charge in the third term. Often when sides do that, they don't go on with it in the last quarter.
Yep.
As we see, Bigoshenko tapping it down to Blakey. He's done a pretty good job down there on Lambert. That was Bond on to Free, who was best man on the ground in the third term. Knights to the half-forward line. Oh, good mark by Ian Fairley with strength. Very, very good mark. Former Williamstown in the BFA. Full forward, actually, he played there. Thumped away by Lees. Now Swass. Oh, 30-metre punch. Hyman to Ramiro. To the half-forward line, Bond, and he's quite happy to take it over the line.
23 minutes left. Chris Bond, formerly of Tasmania, via Carlton to Richmond. And with North Hobart, Ishenko and Turner. Ishenko. Quick kick coming from John Blakey. Oh, one of those hospital jobs. Robert stands his ground well. Might have got a free kick anyway. I think he took the mark, Ross, didn't he?
He did, yep. Pyman did the right thing too. He could have gone for it himself, but obviously got a call and also saw his teammate Roberts come in, who had the better position, the bigger fellow, and he took it on his chest. You see the kick coming up in the air from Blakey. Pyman on right, their number 8, could have gone, but just a little bit of a shepherd on Lambert, just enough to keep him out of the contest. Well done by Roberts.
And Howard going over the top. This is just what Richmond doesn't need. A goal here, be handy for North. Roberts kicks and gets the goal. A real steadier by the Roos. Mark Roberts kicks his second for the night, and North Melbourne's 19th.
Well, he's been a good pickup for North, Roberts, and had some good games at centre half forward. Then last year in that first game did his knee, so to come back and play footy is terrific stuff, particularly for a fellow of his size. And he's quite versatile where he can play, and a good kick from that player.
North Melbourne by 29 points. That's Wayne Campbell getting it back. Tony Free again. A wobbly one to the full forward line, has punched away, but straight to Smith. Smith on the left foot brings it back in front of goal, but again, the ever reliable Ian Fairley is there. Oh, bad kick by Fairley. The kick is straight to Knights, who dropped the mark. He's shuffling, well, he tunnel balled that one to Menegola, back to Waitman, back to Knights. Knights over the top, a chance for Richmond here. Nation open goal, he races it in, and he slams it through.
Lovely tap on by Waitman there, wasn't it?
2 goals to Chris Nash, and maybe they're still in it. 97 to 120, 23 points, Ross.
Yes, and the importance there of Matthew Knights here in the contest, got up quickly, 3-on-1, tapped it out, and he'll get up again and receive the tap from Waitman. You've got to get up back on your feet. You can't afford to stay on the ground, and he did that well. Did Knights, and a good finish there from Free. Nash, I should say.
Chris Nash kicking his second goal. He has 2 goals, 3. A quick reply from Richmond, but they can't go goal for goal. Turner wins it, back to Free. Up towards half forward, Waitman and Smith. Gale goes by the cape. Oh, directed kick, and Campbell takes a very courageous mark. And Wayne Campbell, short passes on, trying to find Smith. That wasn't a good kick at all. Scholl, will he take it over the boundary line? He does. We have to ask the question, deliberate, but it will be a throw-in.
Well, he had nowhere to go.
John Northey would be really dirty on that pass, wouldn't he?
Oh. Boundary throw-in. Right half forward for the Tigers. Free again. What a game he's played after half-time. Martin, I see, back on hog, as Smith carts the ball over the boundary line, right next to the behind post for another throw-in.
Well, he had to do that, Dennis Pagan, put Martin back there.
Archer's now picking up Menegola.
Have to ask you the question, Ross, why he took him off there in the first place. Scholl. Out of the pack, Laidley. Good give to Rock. Now it's Stevens' turn at left centre wing. High kick, travels 45 metres. Carey in the front, got underneath it, didn't judge that at all well. Johnny Longmire into an open goal. Left foot snappers off target. He could have done better with that one and puts it out of bounds on the full. So a golden opportunity missed by the Roos sharpshooter John Longmire. He hit the club goal kicking in 3 years, one of the best and fairest of 1990. We would have expected more from him there. Turner gets nudged out of it with a little hip and shoulder. Eschenko tries to pick it up. It's tunnel ball. Stevens dispossessed. Hyman gets slung off the ball. Free. And we'll see a bounce right on the 50-metre line with just under 20 minutes left in the match.
Half forward for North Melbourne. They lead by 23 points. So 4 goals Richmond have to make up. It won't be easy. They need a flurry of 2 quick goals. Now, here's Swass. Oh, determined play by Wayne Swass. He puts it across the face. I think he might have tried a banana.
He did,
yes.
but yeah, good call, he did. He broke free with his pace. Allowed him to get through that tackle, but he did try a banana.
A left foot banana. Yep. As we see, kicking it away, John Howard to the half-back line. Up they go. Roberts missed it. Anthony Rock, the big punch. Hyman on the Roberts. Now Ellison, danger for Richmond. Ellison chips it in short. Intelligent play by Brett Ellison. I thought he was going to blaze away, but he chipped it into Ramiro.
And there were 3 Richmond players there. 2 on Carey and 1 spare, which was Maxfield. And no one quickly picked up here. Good play by Roberts. Good quick hands. Good disposal from Ellison. Good vision.
And the value of good foot skills. Some players in that situation would have blazed away. Jose Ramiro sounds like a Latin lover, but he's kicked 1.
Chilean champ.
The Chilean champ. Here he is from directly in front. Jose, I think he's goal. Yes.
2 goals to Ramiro. And the Roos get their 20th. That's going to make it hard for the Tigers.
That's right, but whilst we've still got over 18 minutes left in this quarter, it just seems to have broken the back of Richmond. They gave it their all in the 3rd quarter, and they started off sharply again in this last, but not good enough at the moment. And North just breaking free. Just good, clever play.
Back to the centre. 2 goals to Jose Ramiro. Can North Melbourne get another one? Laidley. Oh, beautiful mark, Hyman.
Good kick from Lady too, but he didn't try to punch it in a low trajectory pass to Pyman. He just sat it up enough, and Pyman broke to the front of Maxfield, who's not slow. Did it well.
McAdam making a lead. He's decided to ignore that. McAdam himself has kicked 6. Pyman's kick going close. More than close. It's a goal. Hyman second. And that might be just about the ball game. 97 plays 132.
.97 to 132, centre of the ground. Swass, and it looks like North now starting to get on top. Ramiro goes to ground. Now it's Campbell. Ramiro did it well. Hand pass to Carey. Carey centres the ball. Intelligent play by Carey. But the mark taken down there by Bullis. Paul Bullis can kick it wide to Naish. Naish had made space. Good play by Little Rover. Now Maxfield trying to get out there on his own too. The long kick by Naish. That was his only option in the finish. Now he copped one right in the solar plexus there. Michael Martin. No, it's not. It's Ross Smith.
Just had a look over his shoulder to see who it was, I think.
Let's see. Is it late? Oh, it's a elbow into the midriff. Nothing too serious. Centre wing. Carey. No mark. Ramiro a free kick. He was dragged down. He didn't really have the ball. Free kick to Jose Ramiro. On to Ellison. Ellison, that sweeping left foot kick. Eschenko. Yes! A push out. A push out against Alex Eschenko. He's not arguing. Umpire had a good view of that one.
So was it Longmire who made the push, or Eschenko?
Well, it might have been Longmire too, as that's Bullis to take the kick at half back.
From centre half back to centre wing. Menegola over the top of the pack. Couldn't complete the mark. Lambert dives on it. Finally shuffled out the back to Maxfield. Long hand pass. This is Wayne Herneman. Well, badly directed kick. Smith couldn't take it. Scholl gives him backup support and does it well. Right foots it back up towards centre wing. 2 Richmond players go up and none down. So John Norley wouldn't be too happy with that. And One of them looks a little bit hurt. Who's that? It's Gale.
Yeah, you would think there that 3-on-1, 3 Richmond versus Allison at North, they might have got away with that.
Should have. No talking, Ross, perhaps. So a bounce on centre wing. Richmond needs some goals. They need them quickly. Gale to Knights. A fumble. Knights back in control. Kick is to half forward. Smith sets himself forward in front of Wakeman and takes the mark. Kangaroos stalwart up towards the 50-metre line. This is Schwass. Schenko in front again. Ball rebounds. Comes out the back to Bond. He's been useful tonight. Kick to space. Schwass again. With Wakeman. Too much speed for the legs of the old warhorse. He's gone straight out of bounds. Wayne Schwass. The 19 best and fairest winner some 6 years ago now. Year in which he won the Morris.
17-6 to Swash.
But his name doesn't get any easier to say. Schenko. Bolt. Won him that one. Like the whale at his best. Bond. Quick hand pass. Lambert. Well, that was a quick hand pass too, but it wasn't a good one. Roberts dragged off it. Didn't have the football. Or was he over it? You'd have to ask that question.
I think he was alongside it, Pete, not quite over it.
Umpire right there.
So Mark Roberts to take the free kick from St George, and then Sydney, and then Brisbane. Hard to mark one-handed. Carey loses out to Lambert. Lambert goes via the cape, and a badly directed kick straight into the arms of John Blakey. His marksman.
Oh, John Blakey could have found Stevens, but he kicks long. A beautiful kick to the square. McAdam waits at the back. Carey at the front. Carey hooks it hard and high. Can't get it back far enough though, and one behind. Actually, quick hand pass to McAdam might have been on there.
He acknowledged not only McAdam but also Allison, who he could have handballed too.
This is McQueen. He's had a tough job since being moved on to McAdam. So to the half back line, good mark to Turner. Turner to Lees. Brian Lees to the half forward line. He's looking out there for Craig Smith. Beaten to it by Scholl, and Scholl quite happy to force it over the line. Half forward at the other end of the ground. Richmond scoring in.
And the 14 minutes left in the match. Gale and Fairley. Rock roves it well. Past Menegola. His kick towards half forward. Schenko won't drop this. And maybe within kicking distance. Decides not to do that. Gives it to the man who's probably the best kick at goal in the side, in Johnny Longmire.
Alex Schenko perhaps trying to stake a claim for centre half forward.
John Longmire has kicked 3 tonight.
I think that might have been slightly tongue-in-cheek by the former Brownlow medalist here.
I let that one go through to the keep. Longmire right on 50. Was just drifting away to the right-hand side, so he kicks his first behind of the night. 3 goals, 1 to Longmire, former winner of the North Melbourne Best and Fairest, and exactly 13 minutes left in this match now. And the time certainly running out for the Tigers. Lees. Oh, quick hands to Free. This is what happens, I guess, when you're under pressure. Things don't go quite according to plan.
The spark's gone out of Richmond now.
Oh, yes.
Free, who played a brilliant third quarter, coming in for his 26th kick. And you'd have to say, Pete, most of those would be after half-time.
Oh, he's a good player, Tony Free. Now, centre of the ground, this is Laidley. A long hand pass to Swash. He'll bomb this one in long. A bounce. Now, will he try and beat the man? No, he won't. He centres the ball. Players swoop from everywhere. Oh, good mark by Mark Roberts, about 30 metres out from goal, directly in front. And this is the one player, well, there's many players in the contest. We see Lambert. Well, you can comment on the mark. I want to say something about Mark Roberts.
No, you can say, Pete.
Well, Mark Roberts, you've got to admire this bloke. He's played with the Bears, the Swans, North Melbourne, and many times people thought he got fat at one stage, but he's lost the weight, and he's really persistent.
The other thing that's good about a player like that too, he's a terrific club man.
Mark Roberts directly in front, kicks and puts it through. So Roberts has kicked 3, and there's a bit of a dust-up going on. But he's pointing at the scoreboard. Mark Roberts, 97, plays 140.
Yeah, good play by North through the centre of the ground. Just some deft taps. Just see this here. I think the player, Allison, yes, it was to Laidley. Then a good left-hand set-up handball to Swass. As interchange coming for Richmond. Menegola off. And coming on is Rob Schaefer.
Mark Roberts kicking his third goal and making the game safe for North Melbourne. Centre bounce infringement. And it's going North Melbourne's way. Ramiro takes the free kick. Rock on the burst. Oh, gets absolutely poleaxed. Good tackle. Smith to take the free for the Tigers. So their good work at the third quarter certainly coming undone in the final term. Naish went without the football. Waitman's there. Gale, but North Melbourne. Little soccer off the ground up towards Johnny Longmire. Bond. A quick give over to Schaefer as Ross said has just come back onto the ground. Bond again. Barely the required distance, and free takes the mark at midfield. Spark gone into the Tigers a little bit. Bond. That's a real up and under job. 50-metre kick. 25 up and 25 down. Naish. Gale. Rock nearly had his head taken off there. Laidley. Allison at left half back. You get North Melbourne out of trouble. They've regained their composure. The Roos certainly. That's a free kick.
Yeah, it's a tiggy touch with that one.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ross.
Longmire should have held that mark.
Well, Lees had to do something, didn't he?
John Longmire at left centre wing. Schwass making a lead. Longmire goes long. Bombs it inside 50. It'll land about 40 metres from goal. Shuffled out the front to Maxfield. Maxfield's quick kick. Getting Richmond out of danger. They want some goals though quickly. Free. Down towards half forward. Plenty of distance in that kick. Gale was the flyer. Smith well tackled by Scholl. Gale picks up the crumbs well. Scoops it out in front of him. No one there to take it. Finally, Waitman. Well weighted hand pass. Campbell. Oh yes, good mark.
Oh,
was he off? Naish? He was. Good smother. And Smith will take the ball out of bounds.
It was a great smother.
Well, no doubt about the fact that he was off. It was a good mark. I thought Hogg might have come out to take it, but he chipped it in front of him and then undid his good work.
Yeah, you're right, Pete. Hogg was going to take it, that's for sure, as we see Gale tap it down. They try to crash through his shoulder. Did he keep it in? He did. Hand pass over the top was clever to Allison. Now, Matthew Knights brings it long. Martin, centre of the pack. Oh, he's backed himself in. Mickey Martin taking a terrific mark. On to Pyman. Pyman can go wide with the hand pass to Anthony Rock. They're off and running North Melbourne. A beautiful kick in. Oh, drop though. Oh, push in the back against Lambert. Stevens. Play it on to Roberts.
Roberts get a free kick, but he was held on for far too long.
Yeah, Roberts at half forward. The Richmond supporters don't like it. The umpires tonight, Gavin Dorr and Mark Quince, have been excellent. We've hardly noticed them all night. Sign of a good umpiring is a wobbly old kick in towards full forward. Oh, McAdam didn't like that.
Well, he's got to get in front, but he's got to. I mean, if you're in front, you'll get the free kick. And McQueen was, and the infringement was there. Ticky touch, but it was there. They play them.
Very slight infringement, as we see McQueen to centre wing. It's thumped. The ground is Maxfield. No, you agreed with me there. You didn't. You said ticking touch.
Well, that's right.
But still, they've been. Well, exactly what we said would happen. The sting went out of Richmond after that tough third term.
Yes, they got to within 10 points and it's blown out once again to 43. Ishenko, Herneman, Rock, Pyman. Pyman's kick inside 50, a real grubber, clean bowls the lot of them. Lambert's there, he'll move the tidying up work to McQueen. Gives it back to that same player, kicks it out to Bond at left half back. A little chip shot around the boundary line. But they're going the long way home, Richmond. They need quick kicks and they need big ones down the middle. Smith chopping that one off without too many problems. The Tigers running their race in the third quarter and undid their good work right on the bell. Long kick at goal, and that's off target. It came from Schwass.
Well done by John. Sorry, Pete.
1-1. Here's Tally Ross.
Yeah, well done by John Blakey there to make the contest and get down and spoil and knock the ball on.
Campbell marking in front of Ramiro.
See, Ross Smith's been a good player. 10 marks and 17 kicks.
Over the top to McQueen. Again, North with numbers at the fall of the ball. Fairley gives it out to Allison. over the top to Stevens. The ball gets kicked off the ground, back to Knights, who's had nearly 30 possessions. Inside 50, long shot at goal. That's a pretty good sort of an effort too from Knights. He's kicked it through.
That's his first goal, but he's had 18 kicks and 11 handballs, so he hasn't let Richmond down. There's Free. Oh, he was grabbed. He's played a great game, Tony Free, and I think he should always be up around the ball, Ross, because he's a tough little cookie.
Gives you mobility, doesn't he?
Now Free into Hogg. Hogg edged out, caught with the ball, gets in a hand pass. Here's Nash. Waitman, an open goal. Oh, he's just... Now, 5 years ago, Dale Waitman would have kicked that goal, I think.
He would have taken a couple of quick strides to set himself and get away from the pursuer. But unfortunately, as you get older, you don't get quicker.
I thought you did, Ross. I thought you were very quick at the end of your career.
Schaefer knocks it down. Campbell at the end of it. Can Richmond get a couple more? Has to add some respectability to their total. Marking contest in the forward pocket. Waitman gets around Smith and puts it out of bounds on the other side of the ground for a throw-in.
When I say Ross was quick, Peter, was quick to call for the water bottle, of course.
Quick to get off the ground.
So boundary throw-in. Turner gets front position. Free. Up to Bond. Oh, curls that one back beautifully for a goal. So Chris Bond getting his first goal for the Tigers, and Richmond's 15th. 110 plays 141, 31 points the difference, which is basically what it was at half-time, although the Tigers did get to within 10 points in the third quarter.
And Bond hasn't been disgraced at quarter-time. I noticed that John Northey illustrated to his other players the way that Bond was running straight at the footy, and he's had 13 and 8. Not that always is a good sign if you've had that many touches, but he's been a good workhorse, prepared to have a go.
So back to the centre, Schenko versus Schaefer. Schaefer won that one. Oh, Swass read that well. Beautiful play by Wayne Swass. And a 70-metre kick to the half-forward line, looking for Ramiro, a top mark. A very good mark by the little rover. Jose Ramiro.
Yes, Maxfield had the sit here to spoil and took his eye off the ball at the last minute, allowing Ramiro to take a very strong mark.
Well, Adrian McAdam, who was a late inclusion in the side in place of Crocker, we just saw him on screen a moment ago, has kicked 6 goals for North in his debut. Jose Ramiro from 45 metres. Oh, it's out to the right. That's where he ran, and the pack develops. Oh, good mark, Wayne Carey. He just outjudged the pack.
Well, a couple of Richmond players went for a fly. I think Turner may have been one, or was it John Howe? It doesn't matter. Carey at front position read it far better. I don't think Ramiro was ever going to make the distance here. The fly was Lee's, and Schaefer couldn't get a spoil in either.
Well, he's going for goal number 4, Ross, the captain of North Melbourne. Very, very young captain. Great future from directly in front, and he has goal.
4 goals for his tally.
And whilst he's gone out of the game a bit, Carey was the catalyst in that first quarter that set North up for that brilliant burst of 7 goals 2, which gave them their 13-point break at quarter time and almost set the scene for this game. North were always going to be just a little bit classier, and that player there showed why.
So the North Melbourne captain getting his 4th goal, 4-4, his total for the night, and we've got 4.5 minutes left in this match. Schenko against Schaefer. Schenko comes down with a football. Tackle is by Knights. Out to half-forward. Punched away by Lees from Roberts. Rock and Schwass. Longmire does the shepherding for Schwass. Tall Richmond. McQueen takes it uncontested mark. McQueen at left half-back. Far certainly gone out of the Tigers now. Gale, well, he certainly hasn't stopped trying, especially after half-time. He's been very, very good. A lot of Richmond players lifted in the third quarter, but that last few minutes after they got to within 10 points, proving pretty costly. North getting a couple of late goals, and they've been able to go on with it in the final quarter. So Dennis Pagan really doing the right thing at North. Prior to tonight, 3 out of 4, and it's going to be 4 out of 5. So what a start for the Roos after they were thrashed by Adelaide. 147 points in the Foster's Cup. What a turnaround. Roberts. Over the top, away they go. Addison, you'll have to get rid of it quickly. He does. Pyman over to Schwass. Nearly 30 possessions for him. That's as far as that one's going, though, and that's John Howard.
Well, Carey had made position at the back, hadn't he, for the long
tumbling,
kick?
Yeah, the tumbling drop punt that so often happens when you're on your wrong foot.
John Howard, formerly from Melbourne, picked up in the November '92 draft. Addison, former winner of the Mark of the Year here, took the grab on this ground a couple of seasons back. McAdam in front, sticky fingers, and marks. Well, gee, can he get 7 in his first game?
What a debut if he kicked 7.
Well, if you get on a torpedo, I'm not sure if he's allowed to kick a torpedo, whether there's a ban on those at North or any of the clubs, but it'll be a big kick.
It's a good grab, wasn't it?
Clean.
In front.
Nice and clean.
6-2 he's kicked from 9 kicks so far.
Oh, great effort. There's Adrian McAdam for goal number 7 from 50 metres. Oh, good kick. A great kick. Goal number 7. What a great debut.
Today's game is part of the Carlton and United Breweries 1993 AFL Premiership season.
Yes, I think Adrian will go home to Gilbert and say, how good is this game? North Melbourne 25-9, McAdam 7, Carey 4, Richmond 17-20. Their main contributors, Hogg 6, Naish 4.
Time now to check the CUB AFL 1993 Premiership season league ladder.
Yes, very early days in round 5, but the boys out at Arden Street very happy with the way things are rolling along at the moment. 4 out of 5, and they're sitting up there nearly at the top of the ladder with Adelaide and West Coast. Then comes St Kilda, Collingwood and Footscray making up the 6th. But don't forget Geelong.